The deadly Ebola virus entered Sierra Leone in May 2014. The virus started in Cameroon and swiftly spread across the country. This uncontrollable spread of the disease, according to officials, was a combination of lack of initial knowledge to contain the disease and traditional practices.
The Noah was one. We hadn't got experience in dealing with Ebola virus disease at that time. The only viral hemorrhagic disease that we knew how to handle was Lassa fever.
According to official statistics, over 3,950 people lost their lives to the disease. Although it is over 2 years since the disease was eliminated, the memories of Ebola still linger in the minds of Sierra Leoneans. As dangerous as Ebola was, the government instituted strict measures to contain the disease. A state of emergency was declared in July 2014, followed by lockdowns, quarantines, and new standard operating procedures in workplaces and other public places. Ebola was defeated and Sierra Leone became Ebola-free on the 7th of November 2015, leaving over 4,000 survivors. But life for Ebola survivors have not been easy.
I appear to be healthy, but I am sick. I can't sleep at night. My eyes burn. At times, I will experience my menstruation for a long time. At times, for a whole month. My heart burns. I breathe heavily when I climb hills.
Yes, I breathe fast.
For my colleagues, I see some of them blind. Some can no longer hear. They have different kinds of sicknesses. There is one whose stomach has swollen. It just keeps swelling. I don't know, but this is what is called after effect because of medicines used to cure us. It was not a specialized medicine used to cure us. They gave us all sorts of medicines. Some are now crazy. Some are now mad.
Refer to it as the aftermath, really, the aftermath. You know, we are exposed to severe hard treatment really, you know, when we are at the treatment center, hard treatment, so it leads to most of these complications.
Well, these, as you say, these are complications. These are complications as a result of the Ebola virus disease itself, because, you know, the Ebola virus, you know, the virus, having gone through these very, very serious effects of surviving Ebola, these are some of the problems they will be facing. Eye defects, sometimes hearing difficulties, even with, for all viral hemorrhagic diseases, even with Lassa fever, people would end up with deafness.
The problems of Ebola survivors are not limited to medical complications, but also social, educational, and economical, among others.
The issue of stigmatization is also another concern. People, you know, the mentality of our Sierra Leoneans, especially those in the local communities, like they don't feel comfortable associating with people that suffer Ebola.
The communications lead at the Directorate of Health, Security and Emergencies, Harold Thomas, says government had instituted free medication program for the survivors.
There is a policy in the Ministry of Health that Ebola survivors, registered survivors, should not pay for medical services.
However, the survivors say the free healthcare is hardly accessible.
The free medical is not easy.
The free medical is not easy. It is not so effective. If I say I will go for free medication, my time will be wasted. If I say I am feeling my back, my joint pains, they will tell me the medicines are finished and refer me to the pharmacy.
So if you go
to the hospital, in fact, let me tell you something. If I am here and I should go to town for free medication, when I get there, they give ORS and Panadol. Why can't I use the transportation fare to buy ORS and Panadol than I go there? That will be a waste. When you get there, they prescribe the medicines and say, this one is not available, this is not available, this other one is not available. Go and buy them.
Those supports in question are not that sustainable compared to how I am expressing it, because we are talking about the lives of people. Let's look at the area of health. I mean, it needs a continuous attention, really. It needs continuation. You can't just address it in a short term, no. It requires attention for both the short term, the medium term, and the long term. Because most of the complications I'm talking about, like for the high sites, the uveitis, most time after getting treatment for it, a week, 2 weeks, it's do reoccur.
These survivors are therefore calling for support in the areas of health, education, and livelihood, among others.
I want to forward my education. I want to go to college. That's what's in my heart.
There are many aspects they should help us. They should help us with health, also with other things. Because for me, I used to sell, but I have stopped all that. So let us be assisted with money, so we can start business, so that it will be our hope after Allah.
Let them help us to do something or give us the money the government promised us, so that we can engage in something that will make us survive with our families.
I will tell them to steal us because we had suffered.
We don't suffer.
Some of us, our people do not even talk to us nicely. They say we have money. We don't have money. This is because of what government had said on radio.
There are over 4,000 Ebola survivors in Sierra Leone that need support. The president of the Sierra Leone Association of Ebola Survivors, Yusuf Kaba, says they hope the new government will look into their issues. However, efforts to speak with the Social Welfare Ministry on the way forward of these survivors had proved futile. This report is supported by Media Reform Coordinating Group and the Sierra Leone Reporters Union. I am Tolomosuma.